Hey everyone, welcome to the session. So as you can see from the poster itself, today we are going to solve a daily DI set. Also one interesting thing, this is a recorded sessions and the poster basically tells you that this is a daily live session. So the reason for me to solve it as a live recorded session is that I missed out this question yesterday while I was solving it for the live videos. Anyways, doesn't matter. So let me quickly take you to the question itself. This is the last question that was there in the question palette. This is not going to be that difficult. However, I don't know if students are going to find this question difficult or easy, but nevertheless, that's not my concern. My concern is to give you the approach, and then you have to decide whether you would want to go for such questions or not. Okay, so I'll just read the statement, everything once again fresh, and then we'll proceed with this question. Also people saying कि सर बट ये तो इजी क्वेश्चन लग रहा है, ऐसा क्वेश्चन कैट में नहीं आता है, ऐसे भी आते हैं, मॉक्स में तो आएंगे ही. विल थिंक अबाउट कैट इन अ डिफरेंट जोन वंस, एंड फॉर ऑल वी हैव सॉल्व्ड sufficient number of problems. All right, so we'll get into this one. So this table basically shows the number of passengers getting in and out of a bus at different stops. So that is the only information that is given in the table. The train stops at P. So there's some train that stops at P. Okay, stops at P, and the last stop is U, of course. So that much we can understand from the diagram itself, the table itself rather. With stops Q, R, S, T in between, the first set of passengers enter the bus at P and all the passengers get down at U. Now the question that is in front of you, very interesting question. This is a you can say a reasoning based DI question. Okay, anyways, what is the minimum number of passengers who got out at the next stop they got in? So somebody, suppose I'm breaking down the question. Somebody who entered at P and left at Q, all the people who got in at P and gets out at Q, only these people will be considered. But suppose 10 people entered at P while only 8 people left at Q. So what about these two people? These two people are traveling from Q to R also. They're there. Okay. So and suppose there is suppose there are 5 people getting out at R. I'm assuming. Now these two becomes irrelevant for me in R because these two haven't entered at Q and left at R. Even if these people left at R. Okay. Even if these two people who initially entered at P leaves out at R. So this is not the condition. The condition very specifically defined. What is the minimum number of passengers? Forget about the minimum number of passengers for a while. Okay, you just need to understand who got out, the passengers who got out at the next stop they got in. So they got in at P and they got out at Q. Got in at Q, got out at R, something like that. So we have to, in a way, if you analyze the question properly, you will realize this is more of a back tracing kind of a situation that is happening. Anyways, let me make some space for myself. So I will start off with these numbers, okay, because quite frankly speaking, I don't necessarily, let's see if I can understand this thing without jotting down too much information, creating any other table. Okay, so I will just look at this 9. Okay, so I'm going from T to S. So all the people, so most of the people, these 9 people who got out at T, these 9 people, could they have entered at this position S? Could they have entered at this position? S has total 11 people getting in and T has total 9 people getting out. So I might as well be able to say that, yeah, 9 people can leave. I hope that is visible, properly visible. 9 people can leave because this situation is met. All right. Now what about these 13 people? You will be like, but sir, these 13 people are these 13 people, and how do I backtrace these 13 people to? There is no backtracing. Now it is a bit of a front tracing, you can say. What if these 13 people will also get out at some place? Na, understand this thing. These 9 people who got out, must have entered at S. That is the general idea that I have. So these 9 people who got out at T must have entered at S. So by that logic, I am saying my first set of addition of numbers will include 9. Okay, I can actually take 9 to be those among those minimum people who will get out. Okay, what about the 13? 13 will also leave at U. These 13 people who entered at T definitely will get out at U. So there is no other option. ना वो बस पे तो नहीं रह जाएंगे जिंदगी भर. Okay, so the 13 will also be added. Now things become a little interesting. Now what after that? Let's see. So understand a very interesting thing that is happening. Let me clear this thing. You'd be able to see properly. There are 15 people who entered at R. We're back tracing. 15 people who entered at R. However, 16 people got out. So am I going to add 15 or 16? The answer is going to give you the idea. The answer to this question will give you the idea how we are approaching this set. Is it going to be 16 or is it going to be 15? Okay, so it is going to be 15. How is it going to be 15? Because understand, the one person who, the extra one person, these 15 people who entered at R, they will exit at S. I mean, I can do that. I'll make these 15 people exit at S. That is a very simple thing. But what about the one extra person? So some people may have, मतलब वो P वाला भी तो एक बंदा रहा होगा ना, या Q वाला कोई एक रहा होगा. P, Q में भी एक बंदा बच रहे हैं. Probably वहां से वो एक बंदा निकल रहा है. My minimum case that I need to satisfy is that only, that this gets satisfied. Okay, so far so good. So 9 is there, 13 is there, 15 is there. What else do we have? So what about these? Let's look at now this 18. Okay, because why am I, मतलब zigzag क्यों कर रहे हैं सर? आप एक ही लाइन में क्यों नहीं चल रहे? zigzag करना पड़ेगा थोड़ा सा, क्योंकि यहाँ पे क्या ये 16 और 15 अलग था, क्योंकि आप देखो getting out was more than getting in, तो वहां पे हमें थोड़ा zigzag करना पड़ा. यहाँ नहीं करना पड़ेगा. We'll look into this 18. Can 18 people who got out at Q be the 18 people that got in at P? I mean, that is debatable. I mean, you can say that, you know, but sir, 17 people who got in at Q could also get out at Q, na? But that is illogical, but again, it can be said. एक आप argument दे सकते हो, however illogical it may be. But वो minimum condition तो रहेगा नहीं, क्योंकि तब हमारे पास सिर्फ एक बंदा रहेगा जो निकलेगा वहां से P से. हमें minimum condition चाहिए, logical minimum condition चाहिए. So we will say all the 18 people from these 23 will go out. All the 18 people who entered at P got out at Q. So I will add this 18 also. Okay, so far so good. यहाँ तक तो बहुत interesting set मतलब बन गया. एक और समेशन बचा हुआ है, ये 17 का. इसका क्या हिसाब लगाए? इसका क्या हिसाब लगाओगे? Because if you look into this thing, we haven't taken this 21 into consideration, because we have to take 21 also consideration. So 21 people are getting out. Again the same problem that we had, वो जो 15 और 16 का साथ problem था, 15 and 16, because lesser number of people are getting in but more number of people are getting out. Similar situation is happening over 17 and 21 also. 17 people entered at Q. However, at R 21 people left. So there is a possibility that, you know, there is some amount of people who got in from P also. This P fellows also go out at this R junction. Okay. So I hope you guys have been able to understand. So 17 is going to be the number and not 16, not anything else. Okay. So if you do the addition, you will be able to understand. So I'll make it a 12, I'll make it a 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 52, 57, 57 plus 7 is 64, 64 plus 4 is 70, 72. Okay, have I made any mistake? So 7, 7, 14, 14 and 8, 22. Okay, so 22. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 50 plus 72. Yeah, everything is correct. So the minimum number of student that is going to be the now I keep on saying student because you know this is a part of this chocolate distribution among students. So I'm not going to going into that chocolate distribution in this set. I will explain the chocolate distribution as a separate video. So but yeah, you understand the point, right? So we use students and all. Okay, so that is it for this session. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it made sense also. CAT 2022 is just around the corner. Start preparing well. Okay, if you want a structured course or anything of that sort, you can probably contact me. The description will have all the links, all the necessary links that is required. Okay, probably the best way for any aspirant to get in touch with us is, you know, through the Telegram community. That's it. Thank you.